One tip and one skill that I want to share with everybody today is that inside your repair kit, one very useful item that I've always carried around with me has been just a small piece of leather. Leather can do a variety of different things for us out here as far as repair goes. We can very easily repair anything from our pants to our backpacks. If we would lose a sheath for an axe or a knife, we at least have something that can cover up that blade and work a little bit better than probably anything else we have on us. If you carry a heavier weight leather, unlike this one, this is very lightweight, so it's flimsy, but if you carry a heavier one that is nice and stiff, it works great if you're gonna make any kind of friction fire as a catch plate. You can also use this if you're in a flint knapping. You carry your bobber and your flaker, and then you have your piece of leather, of course, to hold your stone in your hand when you're working. So really it's just endless what you can do with this little piece. So definitely think about adding this to your kit, but there's one thing that people overlook all the time when they need more than this. When they need lacing or they need strapping for something, maybe they need to lash something onto their bag and they don't want to just use a piece of rope, or it is a leather bag and they need that long piece of leather. And that is that we are going to spiral cut. Now this is a technique that you can use with rawhide also when it comes to making bowstrings, because majority of the time you're not going to have a piece of rawhide that's long enough for a bowstring, so you're going to need to utilize this method too. I use this also at the shop when I need leather lacing and I don't have any lacing around. I can take a piece of square leather and I can make a nice long lace out of it. So we're going to start with just this 3x3 piece of leather, and what I like to do is I come in here and I'm just going to knock these little edges off. Okay, you don't have to do this, but I think it makes it visually a little bit easier to do. We're going to come in on one side and then we're going to just start to cut a spiral. Now make sure that the thickness is how thick you want that lacing to be as you go along. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to continue to spiral. Now along those edges initially you're going to have some thick spots, but that's okay. Once we start getting inside, it's going to get more and more consistent for us. And then that quick, we turn that little 3-piece inch of leather into about 4-foot lacing, okay? So a nice big long piece of lacing. Now, it is not perfect lacing, but it will get the job done. You can go back through and you can trim this up a little bit more if you really need this to look perfect, but it is a good option, another tool for the toolbox, and a way for you to take those leather scraps you're sometimes left with and make yourself something that's very, very useful. So keep this in mind, carrying a small piece of leather with you, great for repairs. And then if you need to, you can also cut that up and very quickly make yourself a nice heavy-duty piece of lacing for whatever other repairs you may need. So this was Dan Wowek of Coalcracker Bushcraft. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com for all our classes and merchandise. So remember, throw in some leather and you will get the job done every single time. Stay in the woods.